We're underway here on Coventry United TV. It's non-league day at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United taking on Rothwell Corinthians. Sorry for the late start here on CUTV, but unfortunately on triple duty today. Cameraman, commentator and stadium announcer. So unfortunately Roy Eden is not able to join us today. His lovely wife Zoe unfortunately has had an accident, so will not be he won't be able to join us at the Butts Park Arena this afternoon. A real shame, of course, but means Muggins here has got another job to do. But we'll get you into the team news very shortly as Coventry United on the break at the moment down the left-hand side. It's hooked out of place. Let's get into the team news now. Starting with Rothwell, number 1, Jude O'Connor, number 2, Brady Stratford, number 3, Oliver Anderson, number 4, Don Page, 5, Aaron Healy, 6, Cameron Hale, 7, Ty Williams, number 8, Aaron Lingley, 9, Craig Mazzeri, number 10, Liam Merrick, number 11, Lamin Jeme. And Coventry United, number 1, Declan Duggan, 2, Jake Williams, number 3, Rory O'Boyle, number 4, Riley Devoyle, number 5, Adam Miles, 6, Ed El-Hagani, number 7, Sam Rodber, number 8, Renato Prifty, number 9, Mason Platt, 10, Ash Narwell, and number 11, Harry Chesterton. Coventry United all in red this afternoon, and it's an all blue strip for Rothwell Corinthians, and we know that drama usually follows when these two teams link up. The last two away fixtures between Coventry United and Rothwell have ended 2-1 to Coventry United, with the Red and Greens winning it in injury time. We can't really comment on the home game between these two sides, as the Rothwell fixture was the second fixture after Coventry United nearly folded back in March of last year. Didn't really have a team back then, and Ivor Lawson had to try and scramble a misfit band of youngsters together to try and fulfill the fixtures. We don't have that problem today, although we do have a band of youngsters in the team. It's a very promising group of youngsters, I must say, and on this non-league day we're so pleased to see so many members of the Red and Green Army and new members of that particular group joining us in the centre of it might be in the best city of the world. So we're well underway at the Butts Park Arena. A short break here as Rothwell are waiting for the ball to be retrieved for a throw-in. Number 1, Jude O'Connor, Coventry born and bred. He was number 1 at Spinks for a while after an injury to their veteran shot stopper Tom Cross a couple of years ago. Went to Rothwell to try and find some first-team football. And Rothwell's position in the United Counties League is not one that they'll be happy with, but they're a very hard team to break down as Coventry United get the throw in their own half of the field. Rothwell are going to break down the right-hand side. So United seemingly with what looks to be a 4-2-3-1. Rory O'Boyle filling out left back today. He takes the throw. Harry Chesterton playing on like the left of that free behind the main striker, who we believe today is going to be Mason Platts. Lunge in by Renato Prifty on number 9, Craig Mazzeri. And for a route in from the right hand side, and Coventry United have to defend a free kick, and it's quickly taken. Mazzeri to Stratford. Anderson on the opposite side, where he should be. Here's Merrick, encased in the corner, gets the corner kick out of it though, blasts the cross against the standing leg of Rory O'Boyle, former Alvechurch man, and it's going to be an early corner for Rothwell Corinthians. The first game of spring here at the Butts Park Arena. By Ed El-Hagani. Prifty runs into troubles. He tries to clear his lines, but gets a second crack of it, launches it down the right-hand side. It's attached too far for Rodber, and Platts lets that one trickle back to the shot stopper, Jude O'Connor. Channeling is in a Chris Kirkland there, wearing a rather fetching black cap. Although Sun is going to be causing a few problems, you would imagine, for goalkeepers at the car park end. Not so much for Declan Duggan, who is at the railway end at the moment. Lob ball to the right-hand side for Sam Rodber to chase. Platts making himself available in the area. The Rodber's got to try and find a route to him. Looks for Doyle, rolls past him, but Narwell picks it up in his home debut for Coventry United. Goes it over to the left. O'Boyle to Chesterton. Chesterton's return ball deflected by Oliver Anderson after a throw-in on that far side, knocking on the door of the Rothwell penalty area inside the first 5 minutes. Prifty shields well from Cameron Hale. With a bit of help from Rory O'Boyle, maintains position. He's forced back into his own half with Adam Miles. Scored his 7th goal of the season last week. El Hagani looking to avoid capture from Jamir, but Rodber forced into a mistake from Ollie Anderson. Throwing on the near side, about 10 yards short of the halfway line, launched into United territory by Healy, nodded on by Jamir. El Hagani able to swivel away from Craig Mizeri. Create some separation. Miles over to Rory O'Boyle. Quickly closed down by Merrick, has to get the ball away and does. But there was no way in a month for Sundays that Chester was going to catch that. O'Connor lets it roll over the line for a goal kick. Of course, there's no professional action today, no Premier League, no Championship. With what's going on with the Sky Blues. They're not in action today. Of course, Coventry Spinks are at home. So we'll let you know what's going on at Spinks Drive, just across the ring road. Mizeri. Boy, smacked that one against Jammer, but I guess Mizeri, I should say, has hurt his ankle. I'm not sure that Mizeri did anything wrong there, but the referee has pulled it back for the free kick. I think just to make sure that O'Boyle is okay, really. An awful lot wrong in what Mizeri did. Here's Chesterton. Platts. Now to pretty space on this near side for Williams, who scored twice last week. Chesterton. And for Sam Rodber, quick thinking from behind by Healy. And hooked out into the car park. Coventry United have the corner. Oh, and an early goal in the game between Coventry Spinks and Histon. And Coventry Spinks are behind. Histon lead by 1 goal to 0 in that game after just 2 minutes. Ronnie Doyle standing over this one for the red and greens. Going to whip it in and find the red shirt. Miles is in there. It was towards El Hagani, and a good punch from the former Spinks goalkeeper, Jude O'Connor. And he's ended it out on this opposite end of the park for another Coventry United set piece. AJ Ward tuned in, says, come on lads, good to have your support today as always, AJ. Chesterton standing over this one. Back towards that near post and headed away. Pretty ducked his head down, looking to get contact on him, but now racing clear is Lamin Jeme. Now it's with Craig Mizeri, covered up by O'Boyle, and O'Boyle makes the block from the attempted cross. Mizeri now with Ty Williams, put Rothwell ahead back in the reverse fixture in December, but he's shielded towards the line by Rodber. Didn't quite get it out, but it was kept in by Jammer at the expense of a throw, quickly taken by Jake Williams. Prifty to Mason Platts. That smacks it against Healy, but he's only given it back to Rothwell. Page. Floated over the head of Ty Williams after a Coventry United throw, just shy of their own penalty area. 9 minutes gone at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 0. Well, don't expect any 7-2s like we had on our last home game against Ainsbury. Games between Coventry United and Rothwell are usually very tight affairs. Williams looking for Platt, who's clearly having his arm held there by Aaron Healy, and the referee spots that just shy of the halfway line towards the right-hand side of the park. Coventry United free kick is the decision. John Blower's tuned in. John Blower's, of course, owner of JAB Consulting, the brand new Coventry United sponsor. Thank you very much for your support, John. Go and check them out at jab.sg.com. Floated in by Riley DeVoyle. It's Miles, and only a splendid save from Jude O'Connor has kept Miles out from scoring in consecutive games. O'Connor slightly out of position as Miles leapt up to try and nod it home. O'Connor loses the cap, but he nearly lost his clean sheet. It's a high one towards El Hagani. Got enough of it to find Miles, who returns to sender. Got in by DeVoyle. El Hagani again, perhaps. No. Ty Williams getting his ponce on that. El Hagani gets there first, wrestling for position with Aaron Lingley, and wrestling a bit too much according to the man in black. Free kick Rothwell on the edge of their own penalty area. Taken by Jude O'Connor. Launched away towards the right hand side. Mizeri's up there. Gets with the head of Adam Miles, who's tracked back to Foyle. Oh, it's swung towards his own area by Jake Williams. Not the best of clearances. Mizeri bundled over, is holding his midsection. Looks like considerable pain there. They'll continue with Williams. And the cross is only as far as Ed Helagani. Oh, and Narwhal caught in mid-air as he tries to get the ball clear. Two players down now, Mizeri and Narwhal. Thankfully, Narwhal's back to his feet, but Mizeri is going to need some medical attention from the Rothwell physio, who races over to help. You can see as soon as he landed that he was in trouble. It's a splendid service for football with the Butts Park Arena, and rugby, of course. It is primarily the home of Coventry Rugby Club, as well as the Coventry United women's team, who are in action against Birmingham City tomorrow in the FA Women's Championship. But it is a hard surface. If you fall on this surface, you're going to know about it when you land. This pitch doesn't come with padding, unfortunately. It's an artificial surface at the Butts Park Arena, a very good one. Got a special meshing between the artificial grass and the plastic turf. Of course, anyone who's played football on artificial five-a-side pitches, etc., will know that the biggest annoyance really on those sorts of pitches is that you come home with a lot of black bits in your shoes. But you won't have that problem here because it is primarily a rugby pitch. The last thing you want in a scrum or a ruck, perhaps, is little black bits flicking up in your face when you're trying to concentrate. But you won't have that problem here. But as I say, it's not a soft landing. I'm glad to announce that Mizeri is okay. And AJ Ward saying, let's have a win for my dad who passed away this week, lads. Very sorry to hear that news, AJ. So that with the lads in red and green, or all in red today, actually, can get the job done for you. It's the same kids as last week. Playing against Ainsby Rovers last week, all in blue as well. Referee feeling that the green shorts are too similar to the blue shorts of Rothwell. So Coventry United all in red again. Seemed to work last week. Let's see if it'll work again. Get the job done for AJ and his dearly departed dad. Platts. And a bit of a soft free kick there for hand on the shoulder by Mason Platts as he tried to jostle for position. Referee didn't like what he saw. Calls for the free kick. Of course, the next time we're on air here on CUTV, at home at least, for a couple of away games coming up, first of which on Tuesday, it's Coventry Spinks on Bank Holiday Monday. It's the 10th of April. Mizeri looks to grab the arm of Adam Miles now. It's bounced into the penalty area, headed by El Hagani towards the right side. Jameh keeps it alive. In Jameh, with Lingley, low cross for Mizeri, but it's turned away by Miles. O'Boyle down the centre of the park, only as far as Jude O'Connor. Healy floated over the United back line and Maiziri. And it's easy pickings for Declan Duggan, the man mounting between the six for Coventry United. Our very own Goliath in goal. Chesterton. Oliver Platt, it's a little bit short, but the clearance is only as far as El Hagani. He's going to try again. Narwhal got the man of the match award last week, and Mason Platt's bundled over off the ball by, I believe that was Cameron Hale. Sorry, Don Page that was. And Coventry United will have the free kick midway into enemy lines. Chance to loft it in. As you would expect, Adam Miles is up there, as well as the walking apartment building we call Ed El Hagani. It's towards El Hagani. Page turns it away. Williams tries to keep it alive. The return doesn't quite fall to Narwhal, and now Narwhal's in a race against Williams, which Williams emphatically wins. It's Williams versus Williams as Jake Williams tracks back, and Riley Devoyle puts it into the path of Maiziri, but Riley Devoyle makes a last-ditch block. It looked like easy pickings for Craig Maiziri, but Devoyle putting his body on the line to keep Rothwell out. The captain leading by example. Devoyle looking to put it through for Mason Platts, but couldn't find this target. O'Boyle nods it out into Rothwell territory, out on the far side, just past the away dugout. It's 17 minutes in at the Bucks Park Arena. I don't be surprised if you hear me announcing the goals from the salon, because unfortunately, as we said, Roy Eden is not here today. He's looking after his wife, Zoe, who's involved in an accident last week. Again, warm wishes to you guys. Hopefully, we will be announcing a few goals today. Although I'm hoping it's not the 9 goals we saw against Ainsbury. Comes with nothing down the right hand side. It's sat out by, I think that was Merrick. Indeed it was Liam Merrick. Rory O'Boyle, ball in hand. Oh, and what's happening there is Mason Platts has taken a tumble. He's just into position with one of the Rothwell defenders. I believe it's Blady Stratford. He went down in a heap. Thankfully he's back on his feet now. Referee having a stern word with Brady Stratford, the Rothwell right back. What a throw in will be taken now. O'Boyle, cushioned back to O'Boyle by Chesterton. Platts the target, it's over the defender, but too close to Jude O'Connor. How's that for a clearance? Launches it straight towards United's penalty area, headed across to Jake Williams by Miles. Williams chips it on. Rodber. Arming his way by Aaron Healy. Rodber swats him aside to the referee's annoyance. Free kick to Rothwell. Rodber less than pleased. The referee motioning that it was the arm into Healy that resulted in the decision. Stalemate so far between Coventry United and Rothwell, still scoreless. Reminder of the Coventry United bench: Joe Blowers, Dawi Peblinski, Sammy Mazaffa, Joseph Akambiade and Mitch Mollison. That's a very strong bench for Coventry United, so it could be a bit of a second half display United are relying on. I think the clearance by El Hagani connects with Maiziri. Offside flag raised against Lamin Jemma. And the referee took about 5 seconds to realise the flag was up, but has now blown for the free kick just as El Hagani was clearing. Miles. Devoyle looking very much on the far side, and Chesterton pretty snatched it away from the man in blue. Front as far as Declan Duggan in the Coventry United goal by the Rothwell back line. It's an alien position in the field. They had to get that right with Jamme there, and Mason Platts Mason Platts and Dom Page in a bit of a scuffle there, and a few slaps on the back from Mason Platts. Surprised the referee hasn't called that back for a free kick to Rothwell in all honesty, but it is going to be a goal kick. The sizable presence of Dom Page blocking off the not so sizable presence of Mason Platts. He's supposed to have many things, is Mason, but size isn't one of them. Tried to find his way around the big back of the number 4, couldn't do so and got frustrated. O'Connor, he's got his cap back on now that the sun's come out again. Narwell feels for a free kick there by number 6 Cameron Hale, full on deaf ears. That's just shy of that one at Stratford, looking to get it away, not it down by Miles. Plenty of appeals from both sides. It's been a bit of a scrappy game so far. Page for a through ball to Lamin Jeme, but swung clear by Declan Duggan. I think Platts knew that he was offside. That's that one bounce harmlessly back to O'Connor. Jude O'Connor. Maziri the target, beaten mid-air by El Hagani. There's not many men who can beat him in an aerial duel. Aronson lets that one roll past his technical team for a throw-in. Jordan Henson, the player manager on the bench today for Rothwell Corinthians. Carl Nolan says of playing are well behind him. But Nolan was actually part of the 1996-97 Coventry City squad. Never played a game in the Premier League, but he was part of the squad. Played the majority of his career in non-league. Platts. Hassled and harried from behind by Stratford. Referee says it's fair game as Rothwell come away with the ball. Here's Maziri. Ty Williams receives from Lingley. And Lingley wants it back. Merrick's waiting on Lingley. Stumbles over, he tries to get across the way. Merrick gets it in only as far as Miles the near post. Platts looking to call the bluff of the Rothwell backline. It nearly worked as Healy and Dom Page had a bit of a miscommunication there. They've got away with it. El Hagani clears as they were looking for another route back in. Launched away by the big man of Page. Back to O'Connor. End-to-end stuff at the moment, but with little success for either side. Nodded into the box by Maziri, but El Hagani shifts it back to Duggan under pressure from Lamin Jeme. A trip on Renato Prifty. Referee says no. Prifty tripped from behind there by, I think it was Lingley. In fact, that was Cameron Hale. Cameron Hale tripping from behind. Referee says no foul. And so he didn't please the Coventry United bench. Right-hand side. Jam it. Kicks the ball off Adam Miles for a throw right in the corner. Dangerous signs for Coventry United. Hale. Passes into the area for Jammer. Can he square? Merrick! Stabs it wide to the near post. Liam Merrick. First real opportunity of the game. Is that for a goal kick, but Rothwell going to get on the score sheet early. It has been very much a case of Coventry having to fight back against Rothwell to get their victories against the Corinths. Since heading into the United Counties League, they won't want to have to do that again, especially at home, in front of a larger crowd than usual on non-league day. Off the ball from the back by Miles, and O'Connor has sent it high into the sky. Devoyle trying to beat, he tried to beat Page to it mid-air, but I don't think he was ever going to win that battle, and O'Connor has brought it down. We're at the halfway point of the first half. 22.5 minutes gone. Coventry United 0, Rothwell Corinthians 0. How long will it stay that way? Only one 0-0 draw this season with Coventry United. In fact, only 2 draws in the entire season. The first of which coming against Long Buckby last month. And it was 2 draws in 2 games. Oh, El Hagani catching Maziri in the face with a high boot, and of course, as it is a head injury, the referee has to stop it. He's not given a foul against El Hagani, who did put his boots into a dangerous position. No doubt he was going for the ball, but Craig Maziri has gone down holding his head. No free kick given by the referee, but of course it is a head injury. He has to stop the game immediately, just as Coventry United were looking to push on. Actually looks like there was more of a problem with Maziri's shoulder than his head. It looks like it's the left shoulder of Craig Maziri, which if it is the case, the referee didn't have to stop the game. If it's a shoulder injury, then the referee can let it go, but of course if it's a head injury, which appeared at the time, then United, their attack would obviously have to end. They were heading towards the right end of the field. Platts from the free kick. Ty Williams pushes on, and Williams down the left-hand side. It's Lamin Jeme looking to take an El Hagani. His shot cannons off the big man, and Devoyle looking to float to the right-hand side. Didn't quite exit, but Devoyle has gone down. There's 2 players down now. It has been a bit of a chaotic game, I must say, between Coventry United and Rothwell. Apologies if you're not getting the full picture of the match. Quite frankly, I don't know what I'm seeing either at the moment, because it's amazing. Mainly just players kicking each other at the moment. It's hasn't particularly been a football game. It's been more like MMA in the first 25 minutes or so. It's back in the Rothwell end. Stratford looking for Maziri, heads it wide, and it's kept in by Declan Duggan. Right out to Miles. Miles to Narwell, anchoring that midfield well. Miles looking for Platts. Okay, back where it came from by Stratford, out for a throw. Boyle. Mason Platts. Dispossessed from behind. Force out Adam Miles, and back where it came from by Healy, and now Williams is going to be careful with Ty Williams behind him. It's Williams on Williams down this near side of the park. It's Ty Williams who gets on the end of it, of the attempted header by Jake Williams. Oh, lovely made by Merrick. Jame. Ty Williams through to Lamin Jame, covered up by Devoyle. Still Jame. Takes it past Devoyle. Merrick, only as far as Jake Williams, who runs into Ty Williams. Narwell. Still United try and keep Rothwell at bay, and they've got them as far as the centre circle. Breathing room for Coventry United. Stratford. Launches it in towards Declan Duggan. Safe hands from the Goliath in goal for Coventry United. Narwhal wants options. The recent signing from GNG Oadby Town has to go across to Adam Miles, and Narwhal not happy with Jake Williams. He wants him to make a run there. Miles across to El Hagani. Oh, it swipes with a bit of El Hagani. Through ball to Chesterton. Chesterton, the strike. Cannons off the leg of the Rothwell number 3, Oliver Anderson. Good block made. Not getting their first effort away. Narwhal. Platts making the run from that lofted ball. Bounces to another former Coventry Spinks alumni in Jude O'Connor. It's not been the prettiest of games, I think you'll agree. He snatches the ball from under the feet of Janet. Rodber. Oh, sends the number 5 Healy on his backside. Still Sam Rodber. Great run from the former Sky Blues youngster. Rodber across just over the head of Harry Chesterton. He could get there for the ball, tricks out of play, and does. Still alive at Coventry United. O'Boyle. Rory O'Boyle. And out for a corner. Cadden's off the defender. It's towards Adam Miles, and O'Connor knows the risks of letting Adam Miles anywhere near a ball from a corner situation, and punches clear. Jameh holds Chesterton at bay. And that pressure has worked off for Coventry United as Rodber's got it, squares it, Mason Platt, can he shoot? Mason Platt scores for Coventry United! The red-headed assassin puts the red and greens in front. O'Connor out of position, Platt smashes it across him. The hard work of Chesterton and Rodber paying off. Mason Platt steadying himself before smacking it towards the net. Coventry United lead by 1-0. In the aftermath here, Rothwell absolutely furious that one of the Rothwell defenders was hurt in that exchange before Platt could put it away. You can see as Platt put the ball in the net. There was a player down, but it wasn't a head injury. The referee didn't have to stop that game. Well, the physio argued with the referee now. I don't think it's going to make a blind bit of difference to the outcome. Coventry United are in front by a 1-0. So we are heading towards the break. We've got about 15 minutes to go until half-time, so make sure to join us for the second half from 4 o'clock here on CUTV. We're taking a 10-minute break. So get yourself a glass of something cold or a mug of something hot. Get back here for 4 o'clock for the exciting conclusion of this United Counties League Premier Division South match. Not too sure which Rothwell player. I think it might be Aaron Healy who was injured in that exchange. He's being told he's going to have to leave the field because he has received treatment from the physio. And now the assistant getting some abuse from one of the Rothwell fans. Well, not a particularly nice exchange there with the official.
I'm on your side, Lino.
Well, it's an unusual thing to see the Coventry United fans on the side of the referee for a change, but here we are. It's maybe a day for unusual situations. Coventry United lead by 1-0 in what Rothwell will call controversial circumstances. Aaron Healy injured in that exchange before Platts put it home. But Coventry United won't care a jot about that. The Red and Greens are in front of the Woods Park Arena. Healy called back onto the field as we're back underway. And Rothwell have now got to try and fight for this game as the run down the left-hand side by Jammeh, levelled the penalty area curtailed by El Hagani, racing across to stop the number 11. Williams covered off by Jake Williams. Mizeri. Now it's with Cameron Hale. Here's Aaron Healy. Finds Lamin Jammeh. Craig Mizeri looks to slot it in for Merrick. Only as far as the feet of Narwhal, but Platts' return ball collected by Merrick. Page. Now Lingley. Lingley leaves the ball behind, allowing Prifty to sit in and snatch it. And Prifty barged over. Oh, and two exchanges there as not only was Prifty knocked over off the ball, Mason Platts was as well before he received it. Well, Platts is up a lot quicker than Renato Prifty. And the Rothwell management furious, but the decision's been given here. Well, of course they're going to be upset after what happened in the lead up to the goal. And Gary Hardy, the Coventry United assistant manager, not happy with something that's been said by the Rothwell management team, being led away by physio Lucy Stead. And the lines on that far side is acting as a referee of a different kind at the moment. He should be wearing black and white stripes rather than the full black kit that he's currently wearing. And the linesman indicating that something has been said by a member of the Rothwell coaching staff. And Gary Hardick being called over as well, the United coach. Wait to see if there's any punishment here as we're closing in on the final 5 minutes of the first half. It's not been a first half brimmed with quality, I must say. Doesn't look like any further punishment is going to be dished out by the referee. And a word of warning to both men. Coventry have the free kick, and it's the first incident on Prifty that has been called upon, so even if that wasn't called upon by the referee, surely the Mason Platts incident would have been penalised too. Lifted over towards the right-hand side for Sam Rodburn, nodded away by Healy, and it's headed off the shoulder of Ty Williams there. Jake Williams muscling him out. Mason Platts. Devoyle, the captain, Platts couldn't control. And Healy thumps it clear as far as Ed Helhagani, the Coventry centre-back. Here's Duggan. Lofts it up towards Platts, beaten mid-air by Page. United keep it alive with Prifty. Here's Rodber. Prifty again. There's space for Devoyle if he can find him, but he heads left instead to Rory O'Boyle. Neat ball from Prifty. Chesterton receives. Acres of space for Narwhal. You saw what he could do last weekend on his Coventry United debut. Floated in for Mason Platt. He was just a yard behind it. Inviting more from Narwell. Launched away by O'Connor. Merrick. Now with Lamin Jammeh and a chance to break into the area for Craig Mazzeri. And I think it's a free kick on the edge of the area. Has he given a penalty? I think he's given a penalty there. He has. Penalty Rothwell. It looked. And the referee heading over to Lamin Jammeh, who's going to take it, and the penalty will stand. A controversial penalty. It looked to me as the contact with Mazzeri started outside the box. But talking to the linesman, the referee has come to the decision that it is a penalty. And now Lamin Jammeh has a chance to equalise from 12 yards on the fringes of half-time. The younger members of the Red Green Army shouting, "Save it," to Declan Duggan. The only man who can keep Coventry United in front at this stage. Lamin Jammeh to equalise for Rothwell from the spot. It's a long run up. And it's a successful penalty. Declan Duggan gets the right way, got a hand to it. Ronaldo-esque celebration from Jammeh, but both sides have now been aggrieved by a goal. And Rothwell Corinthians have levelled it up. It's 1-1. And Riley Devoyle could be about to get a yellow card here, as he's pleading his case to the referee. We're back underway, the closing stages of the first half. Coventry United have it all to do again. Prifty. Devoyle back to Prifty. Can United craft another goal? Williams. Caught by Ty Williams. Referee says no foul. Ronaldo pretty looking. Oh, look at the through ball to Sam Rodber, but O'Connor dives onto it. It looks to me as if Rothwell just want to get to half-time level. O'Connor. Mazzeri brings it down. Williams calling for it. It's into the area, but into the hands of Declan Duggan, and Williams putting his hand in the air, trying to block the throw. I think Williams was playing basketball for a moment. The United will continue. Rodber just bounces across the path of Harry Chesterton, who's going to race like Usain Bolt over to that far side to keep it in, and he has done. Calls the bluff of Stratford, ducking past him. Little push in the back of Harry Chesterton, who goes to ground. But the shot away by Renato Prifty didn't get enough power behind it, maybe expecting the whistle to blow for a penalty, which didn't come. Well, it's not quite like watching Brazil in the closing stages of the first half, but it has been dramatic. Getting the scoreline as we head towards the break, 1-1 between Coventry United and Rothwell Corinthians. Away by O'Connor, followed up by Rodber. Narwell there for the second, Lingley barged over, referee says it's fair game. Stratford sends it high into the sky, nodded down by Miles as far as Lingley. Slices it towards the right of the field. Mazzeri gets on the end of it to spot the best efforts of O'Boyle. Stabbed away by Rory O'Boyle, and now Sam Rodman looking to beat Aaron Heave at pace. He's got Platts next to him, but he's got to try and beat Page as well. Still going Sam Rodman, determined run. Bundles over Healy, referee says no foul. Kept in by the former Sky Blues youngster. Squares it, Platts. Devoyle on the outside of the area. Rolls it across to Rory O'Boyle. Now Narwell, everyone back for Rothwell. Everyone up for Coventry. Couldn't win the final moves of the first half. Killed him for Chesterton. Offside flag raised against Chesterton. But it's out for a goal kick anyway. And the game has sparked into life in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Let's remind you what's going on in the game between Coventry Spinks and Histon. Histon went in front after 2 minutes, and they're still in front. And the centre of the park is where Battery came from by El Hagani. Devoyle, Platts and Rodman making the run, but it's O'Connor's ball all day long. And O'Connor takes his time picking that one up. The sun's gone behind some rather dark clouds, so O'Connor doesn't need his cap anymore, and that's half-time here on CUTV. A controversial first half, ends 1-1 between Coventry United and Rothwell. We're going to be back in 10 minutes here on CUTV. about ready for the second half here on CUTV. Half-time score, Coventry United 1, Rothwell Corinthians 1. And we believe there's been a half-time substitution with the Red and Green's Aaron Healy, replaced by Owen Jack. And what looks to be an attacking change for Rothwell Corinthians, with Don Page slotting in at centre-back. Coventry United are as you were, so let's get the action back underway. There's Harry Chesterton. Ball all the way back to Duggan. Ilhagani. In the centre of the ball, looking for Mason Platts. Platts has got there ahead of the big number 4 Page. Narwell. Adam Miles. Now with O'Boyle. Chesterton. That's a pretty first time ball. Rory O'Boyle looking for the cross. O'Boyle's cross. Platt is in there. Swung relatively clear by Page. And Jacks pokes it on. Williams tracking back with Ty Williams. Williams barged over. Referee says get up. 6 of one, half dozen of the other from the 2 Williams there. No relation, I must say. Prifty. Sea of blue in front of him, somehow sifts it through to Chesterton. O'Boyle making the overlap. Devoyle gets it back from Platts. Oh, just chips it over the head of Merrick. Mason Platts receiving it from Sam Rubble. Well, that was the ambition anyway, as Jake Williams sends it skyward. Looking to add to the 2 he scored last weekend. Can't out off Lamin Jameh there. Oh, in fact, no, game off Platts, so it's a throw in for Rothwell. It's a very even game between Rothwell and Coventry United. It's exactly what we expect. Rothwell at the lower echelons of the table, but a very hard team to break down. Ty Williams knotted up. Lingley's there. Head behind by Ilhagani, but a crucial clearance by Adam Miles. It fell almost at the feet of Declan Duggan. Ty Williams on the far side of the field, trying to shield from Jake Williams, but he's bundled out, and Williams has gone down holding his ankle. A stoppage in play here. Appeals for a foul throw there, looked fine to me. Scramble on that far side of the field, Mason Platts with a heavy fall. Jake Williams and Brady Stratford both lunging in. It's Williams who's come away worse for wear, with a cross from Renato Prifty deflects out for a Coventry United corner. And both men in that exchange have gone down. They both slid in trying to get something on the ball, and they both took a fair old whack for their troubles. Score after 5 minutes. In the second half of the Butts Park Arena, Coventry United 1, Rothwell Corinthians 1. Still having to do some announcements here. So, again, Roy Eden isn't here. So it's Brady Stratford and Jake Williams who are injured at the moment. And I must say it's great to see Craig Jones here again. Craig, always known as Jonah, member of the Coventry United coaching staff, had a hip replacement a couple of weeks ago, is here on crutches today. Well, still Jake Williams is on the deck. Stratford has gone off the field. Well, Coventry United's number 2 can't continue. The logical choice would be to bring on Dawid Peblinski, put him at right back. Alternatively, they could bring on a midfielder in Joe Blowers or Mitch Mollison and put Roy Devoyle at right back, but it's not a position that Devoyle favours. We've been stopped for about 3 minutes now. Williams, thankfully, is back on his feet. It looks like he will be able to continue. The old magic sponge works again. Lucy said the Coventry United physio completed her university degree in sports science last year. Former Coventry United women's player in her own right. She's now a valued member of the Coventry United men's coaching team. So after a lengthy delay, we're back underway with the corner. Riley Devoyle puts it in. El Hagani and Miles there. It's towards Adam Miles, but his laser-guided accuracy was a bit off peak there. Gets it wide at the far post. Of course, Devoyle always looking for the head of Miles. We know how prolific he is. 7 goals this season. I believe that makes him Coventry United's 3rd highest goal scorer this season. Behind Renato Prifty, Riley Devoyle, very level with Riley Devoyle, I should say, and of course Joseph Agambiade, the top scorer for Coventry United this year. Well, penalised for a couple of hands in the back on Aaron Lingley. At 10 yards into United territory, free kick given after that goal kick from O'Connor. Stratford standing over it. Lost it towards the danger zone. El Hagani knocks it across the face of goal. But back into danger, and good hands by Declan Duggan to latch onto that attempted cross from the Rothwell number 3, Oliver Anderson. Duggan put under pressure by Meziri, and Miles put under pressure by Jamed, but they've got away with that one, the red and greens. Here's O'Boyle, now Miles. Adam Miles, I'm not too sure he was passing to there, maybe the invisible man. Just basically put it straight out for a goal kick. It's not one that Miles would be particularly happy with. He's been more Coventry United's more consistent players. Ten minutes gone in the second half. Still 1-1 between Coventry United and Rothwell Corinthians. Prifty. Oh, smacked down into touch by Ollie Anderson. bit of a formation change here for Rothwell Corinthians. Anderson was playing at left back at the start of the game. He's now playing on the right side, along with Stratford, who was playing at right back. I think maybe they put Merrick at left wing back. Indeed, they have. So they put Merrick at left wing back, and they've kept Stratford down there at centre back. A lunge in by Merrick. Referee says no foul. United have the free kick. So the throw-in, I should say. And Renato Prifty. Nice. Shot cannons off Stratford, and Prifty taken out in that exchange. And Prifty not happy with the goalkeeper there, Jude O'Connor. Pushing the back, and Stratford has gone down for the second time in 5 minutes. But this one should be a lot simpler for him to get up. Yeah, there you go. Stratford back on his feet. It's been very much of a stop-start game. It's not been a classic encounter between Coventry United and Rothwell Corinthians. But we could be poised for some more late drama. It's all square between these two sides. United have won their last 2 visits to Rothwell, 2-1 with a winner in the last minute. And the winner of the last one, Joe Blowers, is on the bench. Prifty trying to create some space on the left-hand side. Narwhal. It's Chesterton, a more central location than usual. Narwhal looking to direct traffic, but took too long in that. Owen Jack trying to bring it back. Narwhal does enough. Chesterton. Prifty wanted defeat here. Is Renato Prifty, a real difference maker in this young Coventry United side. Here's O'Boyle. Back to Prifty. Practice with him. Renato Prifty going for goal. It was curling into the hands of O'Connor, and O'Connor held onto it well. Former Spinks goalkeeper trying to get one over on his old rivals. Miles gets his head on the goal kick. Cameron Hale slices it towards Jammer. Aziri receives from Anderson, but Narwhal wrestles it back. Ash Narwhal lunged in on that challenge on Jack. Free kick given. Will there be any further punishment for the G&G Obi Town alumni? Well, Narwhal sort of lost balance as he tried to play the ball and then connected with the leg of the Rothwell substitute. Well, a calamitous free kick to go away with Coventry. I just hope it's not a costly one. Stratford. Aziri crowded out and played back to Stratford. Curls it left. Jake Williams gets his head on that, and just to make sure that Ty Williams couldn't cross it in, Jake Williams can seize the corner. Ty Williams' delivery. It's even over El Hagani's head, but El Hagani races over to make sure that Don Page wasn't going to get there. He's a big man, El Hagani, but he's also deceivingly quick. Oh, and Adam Miles' throw to Renato Prifty. Prifty trying to return it back to Miles. But it was short and out for a throw-in to Rothwell in virtually the same position, level with the penalty area. United can't afford any more mistakes. Miziri clattered from behind by Rory O'Boyle. It looked like he got the ball, but it was a linesman's decision. The referee was going to let it go. The linesman flagged, and a free kick on the right side of the box to Rothwell Corinthians. Well, of course, the penalty decision in the first half was very controversial. It looked like to me as if the initial contact was outside the penalty area. But the decision was given as a penalty in the first half. This one, no doubt about it. United lament another decision that goes against them. But will it cost them on the score sheet once more? Stratford racing in. And the delivery nodded clear by Adam Miles, kept alive by Ty Williams. Anderson page. And Jack trying to outpace O'Ball to that ball. He gets there. Rory O'Ball meets him at the crossroads of that exchange and gets the ball. But it's lofted back in by Cameron Hale. Noah gets enough on it, and O'Boyle swings it up to Harry Chester, who should finish the job. Narwhal under pressure from Jammer. El Hagani just evades Williams with that ball. Oh, and Jake Williams following through on Ty Williams. Free kick given. No yellow card though for Jake Williams. It's still 1-1 with half an hour to go. No sign of substitution just yet for Coventry United, but good by Hales, and that's the easiest ball that Declan Duggan will pick up all day. Skews to the right, that kick. Rodman looked a little bit too early. Hales gets his head on that, but Narwhal nodded on, then as far as Stratford. Launches towards Maziri. Caught in the back of the head by El Hagani. Referee says no foul. Jake Williams away from Ty Williams. Here's Lingley. Sifts it through to Ty Williams. Williams breaks into the area. Good challenge in by Anna Miles. Jacques looking for Lame. Just behind it. Indeed he is. Goal kick. But Maziri stays down. It was a head injury, so technically the referee should have stopped the game. El Hagani and Maziri both leaping for the same ball. Safe to say that El Hagani had a height advantage, but ended up connecting not only with the ball, but with the back of Maziri's head. And he's making his point known to the referee while still on the deck and holding his bonds. We've got our mascots running around here. It's the Butts Park Arena from Finn Bars and Coventry United under 7s. We've still got 3 home games to go, so if you want your team or school to be our next mascots here at Coventry United, let us know by emailing coventryunited@hotmail.com. Stratford trying to deal with that one. That's pulled Mason Platts down. Referee says no foul. But of course Mason Platts gets penalised for that, doing exactly the same thing that Stratford did to him. And a welcome sight here at the Butts Park Arena. Former Coventry United player Carl Prinzel with his young son and his dad Carl, who was a former Coventry United volunteer, also head of stewing at Coventry City at one time. Great to see them here today. Narwhal sends the goal kick away, only into touch on the halfway line. It's again, it's a bit of a pedigree game between these two sides. Miles gets a header on the throw. O'Boyle, Chesterton, looking for Mason Platts. Platts nods it down. Renato Prifty away from Oliver Anderson. The space on the right hand side for Sam Rodber. Didn't get the ball right. It's behind Rodber and out for a throw. Just for the conclusion, and there's going to be a substitution here for, I think Coventry United are making a change. So a like-for-like change in midfield. Joe Blowers replacing Renato Prifty. Well, Blowers actually wearing number 13. He Goes down as number 12 on the bench, but he's wearing the number 13 shirt. And another change, in fact, Mason Platt's coming off. A few technical difficulties there. Chesterton. Looking for Jake Williams. And out on that far side, Coventry United have the throw. No, it's going to be Rothwell with the throwing actually. So it looks like, no, we've got all the technical problems sorted out, apologies for that. It looks like Sami Mazaffer is going to be going down the middle of a front three involving Rodber and Chesterton, while Blowers is pushing up from behind. Switch by Narwell as Mizeri looked for a route down the left. There goes the throw from Merrick. Ty Williams. Dispossessed by Rodber. That could be a good ball for Sami Mazaffer, but Page getting a foot on it to prevent it from reaching the speedy youngster. El Hagani. His header finds Devoyle. Swung back into the midfield by Anderson. Jake Williams up for it. And Adam Mars actually hit his own head with that kick, but it's found O'Boyle, so a happy coincidence. Narwell taken out in the challenge. And Coventry have a free kick there at the expense of Lingley. The referee having a word with the Rothwell number 8. And a yellow card, the first of the afternoon for Lingley. The referee is, what's going on now? Is he going to book that Ash Narwell? Narwell and Jacques. Wait a minute, he's talking to Lingley again. And a red card for Lingley. Well, a yellow card for the foul. It appears that Lingley has been sent off for dissent. And Rothwell are down to 10 men for the remainder of this game. Rothwell reduced to 10 men. So United now with a numerical advantage. Can they make it count on the score sheet? In it goes. The best of free kicks from Devoyle. Miles scoops it up for El Hagani. Cushion down, looking for Joe Blowers, turned away by Cameron Hale. Williams. Ty Williams, that is. Left run being made, and Mizeri bundled over by Ash Narwell. Referee says play on. The advantage given to Rothwell Corinthians. That advantage has gone now with Rothwell stuck in the midfield. Merrick. Just a push on now for Rothwell Corinthians. The United have intercepted. Blowers, second to it. Stratford gets there first. Jammer. Oh, looked to square it for Ty Williams, but Rory O'Boyle out on this near side. And we've got a change coming up for Rothwell, I believe. Let's see, it won't happen just yet. Ty Williams. O'Boyle snatches it from the feet of Jammer. Ball on the left-hand side, easy pickings for Stratford. Closed down by Mazaffa. Stratford turns away and finds Don Page. O'Connor sends it high into the sky. Offside flag raised against Craig Mazzeri, and Adam Miles has gone down. Took a while to get back up, but he is okay now. Jake Williams. Crossing opportunity for Rodbert. And it was rather high, let's just say that, from San Rodbert, the Coventry United number 7. And Joseph Agambiade has been for a warm-up. He looks like the next player to head on. And indeed he is. So the change confirmed, Joseph Agambiade replacing Sam Rodber. Mazaffa will head over to the right side of that front three. Agambiade, United's top scorer, looking to hit double figures today, is going to be heading down the middle as United are in search of that winning goal. O'Connor. Jamie the target, and Jamie brings it down under pressure from Narwell and O'Boyle. Holds them off. Anderson. Nodded on by Mazzeri. Oh, and looks like Narwell had his arm around the head of Lamin Jamie. Referee says no foul. Oh, and Zaffa barged off the ball there by Merrick. Referee says no foul to that. It's almost like wrestling rather than football at the moment. Ty Williams leaves his man for dust. Maiziri, brilliant save, Duggan. Maiziri again, and the seconds fly in. United will ask why Mazaffa didn't get the free kick. It went out for a throw, which led to the goal. Maiziri with a great finish. It's unfair on Duggan after a cracking save, but Maiziri has turned it around, and Rothwell leads at the Butts Park Arena. Looks like two more changes have been prepared for Coventry United, who are now behind. Rothwell Corinthians with almost a reversal of what happened at Sergeant's Lawn earlier as Williams goes in for the challenge on Merrick. Goal kick given, and Williams, furious that the decision hasn't been given in his favour. Dawid Peblinski is coming on now with Mitch Mollison. So that would be the third and fourth changes for the Red and Greens. All the changes done for Coventry United now, all 5. So it's O'Connor. Back where it came from by O'Boyle. Hale only as far as Miles. Here's Rory O'Boyle. And you got him making the run, but cushioned into touch by Stratford. Throwing halfway into Rothwell territory. Again, Coventry now losing by 2-1. Blowers felt he had a touch from the middle. Referee says no foul. El Hagani switches the play over to Rory O'Boyle. Chesterton. Overlap being made by O'Boyle. Stratford again puts it into touch, this time just shy of the halfway line. O'Boyle. Now Blowers. Mitch Mollison. Chesterton tried to stretch to get his toe on that and did, but it's only sent it out for a goal kick. Kick to come from O'Connor. Down the centre of the park, El Hagani up for it. Blowers. And Page, I think he was looking for a Sporting Lisbon goal there, trying to loft it over Declan Duggan, but it's far to the left. El Hagani. Finds O'Boyle. Blowers. O'Boyle again, now Adam Miles. Here's El Hagani. Was that for the target? Only as far as Liam Merrick. But Merrick held. And United have it back. Agambiade. Slide in by Don Page. Well done. Page for that again. If Agambiade last. Referee says no. It's a Coventry United throw to Mollison. Mitch Mollison takes aim, deflected. In fact, no, it wasn't deflected. It was just a scuffed effort from Mitch Mollison. Still looking for his first Coventry United goal, of course. O'Connor. Jamming his head on that. Looking for Anderson. Getting on the end of it with Blowers. Chesterton. A trip on Harry Chesterton. Free kick Coventry United against Anderson. This could be an absolutely crucial 3 points for Rothwell Corinthians. And O'Boyle wants to take the free kick quickly. But the referee wants a word with Page. O'Boyle gets the go-ahead. Floats it towards the edge of the box. Miles, not into touch. Agambiade! Oh, one-on-one! He just had to pick a side of the goalkeeper. He picked the left and puts it wide of the mark. It was on a plate for Agambiade, but he couldn't take receipt of the gift. Is it going to be one of those days for the Red and Greens? O'Connor. It's the head of Rory O'Boyle, but lofted up by Anderson, and Declan Duggan gets his hands on that. Elagani receives from Peblinski. And Miles. Rory O'Boyle, now Blowers. Back to Miles. Cautious approach from Coventry United, but they haven't really got time for caution. Mollison. Miles again. Crossfield ball for Dawid Peblinski, finds him beautifully. But in for the challenge is Merrick. Merrick goes down under the challenge of Peblinski and gets the foul. Connection with the upper section of Merrick. Free kick taken towards Ziri, wrestled away by Peblinski. Now Blowers. Rory O'Boyle, Chesterton. O'Boyle making the overlap. Chesterton finds O'Boyle. Now Blowers again, the substitute. Mollison. Mitch Mollison, determined run, leapt out of the way of a challenge from Stratford, and Coventry had the free kick in a very dangerous position. And a change for Rothwell. Substitute made for Rothwell. Can United get back on terms? Mollison and Devoyle less than happy that the Wall haven't got the required 10 yards. They can try and have a look at where they're going to put this ball. United need a difference maker from this free kick, and it's Riley Devoyle who takes responsibilities. 4 men in the wall for Rothwell Corinthians. If Devoyle gets this on target, he's always got a chance at this distance. From around 20 yards out, Riley Devoyle is the man on the ball for Coventry United. Devoyle kills it over. Ironic applause from the goalkeeper, Jude O'Connor. And United remain behind. Ziri. Frame. Ziri again, but United trying to push on. That's a poor kick, only as far as Declan Duggan for a goal kick. El Hagani. And Miles is up there almost as a centre forward. It's straight to the goalkeeper, O'Connor. O'Connor takes his time in clearing it. El Hagani, yeah, on this near side, poor from El Hagani. Throw it line to Maziri. Frayden support. Rothwell trying to keep it in the corner. And a throw-in is the result for Rothwell. Alfie Frayden with ball in hand. We close in on the final whistle here on CUTV. Blowers. Frayden snatches it away. Alfie Frayden headed back for the corner. These 3 points could be a godsend for Rothwell. Frayden bundled over. Referee says no foul. Blowers deflects it towards Peblinski. And it's out on this near side. Adam Miles acting as ball boy to try and speed the game up. Throwing no back right came from by O'Boyle. Blowers, handball claimed, whoever says no as he flicked it onto his shoulder. Don Page. Anderson. Again, O'Boyle heads it away. Over a kick by Chesterton. Miles chests it down. Agambiade could be through here. O'Connor comes out. Crucial intervention from Jude O'Connor. Pressing it against Agambiade, back onto himself. Agambiade would have been through for a goal. They managed to get past Jude O'Connor. Devoyle, it's floating. Oh, he was looking for Adam Miles at the far post. Just skimmed the United defender's head. O'Connor. Elagani gets his head on it. Miles beaten mid-air by Page. Mollison made contact with Hale. Referee says no foul. Devoyle scoots it over for Agambiade. Sent high into the sky by Stratford. Agambiade brings it down. Holds Frayden at bay. Mollison. Chesterton. Back to Mollison. And deflected out for a Coventry United throw by Frayden. Taken quickly. Chesterton. First time cross. And Miles knocked it over. You can see what the game plan is now. Get the ball in the area and let Smiler do the rest. Rothwell taking their time. O'Connor's clearance. Miziri now with Frayden. Only as far as Peblinski. Mazaffa. Ball collected by Anderson. And Hagani tries to shield it into touch and does so. Agambiade leaving Merrick behind. A last-ditch lunge in by Liam Merrick. Coventry United free kick. Devoyle United running out of chances. Jordel Hagani. Turned away. Clearance blocked by Blowers. But plenty of distance on that one. O'Boyle brings it down. Good control from the former Alvechurch man. Duggan, former Preston North End goalkeeper. Finds Devoyle. Blowers is through. He's offside anyway, but it was saved by Jude O'Connor. It looked like a moment made for Blowers. He scored the winning goal in his second Coventry debut at Sergeant's Lawn in December after re-signing from Gresley. It wasn't to be today. O'Connor forces the crowd as he gets that ball away. O'Boyle. Now Chesterton. Finds Joe Blowers. Mollison holds away from Frayne. Devoyle. Mazzafa looking to flick it on, and as far as Stratford. And it's back with Rory O'Boyle at left back for Coventry United. O'Boyle looking for a red shirt up there. Adam Miles, it's over Miles. Merrick heads it to a teammate in Williams. Wrong foots Joseph Akinbiade. Peblinski heads it into the midfield, and only as far as a blue shirt, I should say. El Hagani beats Mazzeri to the ball. Peblinski, O'Boyle, last chance to leave for Coventry United. Chesterton. Now Muzaffer. Harry Chesterton squares. Joe Blowers. He's doing it again! He's doing it again! Joe Blowers is Rothwell Spain again! Rolls it into the far bottom corner beyond O'Connor. Just like at Sergeant's Lawn. Blowers is the difference. And Coventry United level again. Like we said, where Coventry United and Rothwell go, drama follows closely behind, and Blowers has made it 2-2 in the closing stages. Goal for Coventry United. And it's not over yet. Devoyle. Akinbiade. Akinbiade hits it! Oh, it's in! Oh my goodness! The quickest of quick turnarounds! Akinbiade, just 30 seconds after Blowers equalised, took a chance from range. O'Connor beats it again for the second time in a minute. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Akinbiade hits double figures in the most dramatic and well-received of circumstances. Rothwell, a minute ago, were 2-1 up. Now they're behind 3-2, and they're going to try from range. It's wide. This is what non-league can bring. Uncertainty, drama, jubilation, heartbreak, all within the same minutes. If you're trying to catch your breath here on CUTV, catch it now, because Coventry United, in the last minutes of the game, have turned it around. They are victorious again. Absolutely unbelievable scenes. The final minutes. Coventry United with 2 goals in 30 seconds. Joe Blowers bagging the equaliser. Joseph Akinbiade scoring the winning goal right at the end.